Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, JustMe TV. If you're new here, I'm your host, Mary Denise. If you would please hit that subscribe button so that you can be a part of the family, and hit that bell so that you will be notified each and every time I post a video. And don't be scared to leave me a comment down in the comment section below. Welcome back to another week of Motivation Monday. I hope you guys are doing good today. I hope you all enjoyed your weekend. On today's topic is keep trusting God. I think that sentence alone should just bless you. I don't know about you, but I know that sentence alone just blesses me. So I'm going to motivate you guys just a little bit on just no matter what it is that you are going through in life, no matter how you feel, the trials and tribulations that may come your way, keep trusting God no matter what it looks like in the natural, honey. In the spiritual, God is working that thing out, so keep trusting Him no matter what. It's just so much that I can say about just trusting God. That's something that we have to, want to do. Just like having faith, having that small faith the size of a mustard seed. We have to want to do those things, especially if we believe that God is able and capable of doing any and everything that we ask of Him, even things that we don't even ask of Him, because that's just how good He is. We don't even have to ask sometimes, and He gonna give us exactly what we need when we need it. And I just thank Him, because I know sometimes I don't even deserve some of the things that He does for me. I know I don't, but because I'm not worthy. But in His eyes, I'm worthy. And in His eyes, He loves me and He loves you, and you are worthy, and you can do anything that you want to do in life. You just keep God first, keep trusting Him no matter how many attacks the enemy throws at you, because the Bible says the weapons will form. Honey, them things may form, but the great thing about them is that they will not prosper. So you keep on trusting God, and you just keep Him in your life. And whatever situation you need help with that's in your life, ask Him. Go to Him. He will give you a sign. I know for me, one of the problems that I have is I feel like I don't hear God enough. And a very good friend of mine told me that I was listening too hard. My best friend. They told me I was listening too hard. So I've been trying not to listen too hard, and just trust that He will speak to me and give me what I need to hear. And He's been doing just that. When something comes up in my mind, I know it's not me. I know it's nobody but God. I know He's trying to lead me and guide me down the path that I need to be, because it's some changes in my life, maybe in yours as well. I know I'm not by myself, so I'm not going to say in my life, I'm going to say in our lives. There's some changes that we need to make in our lives to get ourselves on the right path, the path that God wants us to be on. So if we be more mindful and, always stay in a position to hear His still small voice, then He will guide us in life. But we have to be listening, not listening too hard, but we have to be listening. And we have to trust Him, because it may be something that we don't want to do. I'm going to give you a good example. ever since I was younger, I always said I was either going to be a nurse or a detective. Okay, so when I graduated high school, I had my CNA. So I got a job being a CNA, and I was a CNA for about 10 years. And I got burnt out on that, so I had went to school. And because since I got burnt out on that, I was like, okay, well, you know, might as well go ahead and do what the second thing that I wanted to do, because that's what I always wanted to do. So I got an associate's degree in crime scene investigation, and I was looking to be a police officer, a sheriff, whatever, just so I can work my way up to being a detective. And it was easy for me to get that CNA job. You know, I had got that job right out of high school, and I was at the same place for those 10 years for the most part. But when I was trying to use my degree, it was just so hard. Like, door after door kept closing and closing, and I ended up getting discouraged, and I was just like, why? You know, like, I don't have anything on my background. I don't have anything on my driving record. Everything is clean. So why can't I get this job by having a degree in it? Why can't I get this job? So then I applied to be a sheriff in Greensboro, and I had got really far in that, and I was just so hopeful, like, yeah, you know, this right here is about to be my big break. But I went into that differently than I went into the past jobs that I had applied for. I went into this one thinking that, you know what, even if I do get in, I'll be okay. If I don't get in, I'll be okay. I'm not going to let it affect me. I'm going to let, you know, if this is meant for me, God will make it so. So long story short, I did not end up getting that position. They went with somebody else, and I did not let it discourage me. And, you know, a few months had went by, and God brought it to my remembrance, like, you remember when you put in that application for that job and you didn't get it? And, you know, you went in it differently, thinking that, you know, okay, if it's for me, it'll meant to be. If not, I know God has something better. So I got to thinking, like, right now I work as a security officer, and I have been working that job almost 5 years. I don't want it to be 6, and I know God is not going to allow it for me to be there for 6 years. And I say 6 because it'll almost be 5 in like the next 2 months. But it was a job. I needed a job at the time, and it was sort of kind of in my field. So I was like, well, you know, why not? It'll look good on my resume as well. But after being there for a while and seeing what the job consisted of, I had to do this job in all types of weather. Rain, snow, sleet, hot as crap outside. Like, I had to be in these weather conditions, and I do not like it. I still have to be in these weather conditions, and I do not like it. So when God brought that to my remembrance of me being, you know, applying for the sheriff position, that's what he brought to mind. You know, you're at a place right now, you're at a job right now where you don't like the working conditions. Well, if you move to this job, it's going to be the same working conditions. You're still going to have to go out in all of these different types of weathers, because I tried to be a crime scene investigator as well. Because I actually went and shadowed somebody for about 12 hours, and I loved it. You know, I always wanted to do that. That's why I went to school to do it ever since I was a kid. But I would still have to be working outside in all of these different weather conditions. And if I don't like it now, what makes me think I'm gonna like it even more just because the job that I'm applying for pays better? So see, I know a lot of people want money. I want more money. I want a job where I can make more money. But are you willing to sacrifice what God has for you in order for what you want? because we know that our plans is not God's plans. Our thoughts are not God's thoughts. So we have to trust him no matter what. So I had to trust God, and realize that I needed to close that door and stop applying for those type of jobs, because that is not where God wanted me to go. Even though it's where I wanted to go, because I would have worked in those weather conditions just so I could have moved up. But it still would have meant more and more things, more time away from my child. Because, if you ever be a detective, sometimes you're on call 24/7. And when they call, you have to go. I want to be able to be around my kid more, my children more. So I had to trust God and close that door. And then on February the 10th, 2017, my best friend spoke a word into my life. And that whole year, two years actually, but that whole first year, I was doing everything that I needed to do to get lined up for this position. So I was doing my research, I was doing my studying, and I wanted to last year open it up, but it wasn't time, and I had to trust God. And I'm still trusting him, because as of this year, March 20th, 2019, God saw fit to allow Next to Heaven Organization and Cleaning LLC to come to life. So I have the business has officially been open for 2 months, and it has not been easy with the new business. At times I had got, a little discouraged, thinking like, what am I doing? Like, is this even gonna work? Did I waste my time? But God has reminded me over and over again that this business will succeed. This is not my business. This is his business. It's a purpose behind Next to Heaven Organization and Cleaning. And it's not my business. It's not my vision. It's God's. And anything that belongs to him will succeed. Nobody can stop it as long as God's hand is in it. So although in my natural, I may not see it, but in my spiritual eyes, in the faith that I have in God, the trust that I have in God, I know that everything is going to work out for my good according to his plan. So I'm just encouraging you guys, keep trusting God no matter what. If it's a detour in your plan, ask God to reveal why. Because maybe it's his plan to detour you from where you want to go, so that he can put you where he needs for you to go. I posted a saying, and I love this saying because I think it speaks volume. We as people are out here trying to be somebody else, trying to live the life they have, want the things that they have. But it's a lot of people that need you, that need me, that need us, for exactly who we are. We are enough. And there's people out there who need us. So don't water you down in order to become somebody else. You keep it straight, no chaser. Be you, because somebody needs you exactly what you have, broken and all. Because sometimes it's in our broken season that we can help people without even knowing it. And it's in that broken season that God It is in that broken season that God is transforming you and rebuilding you for something great, for something special. Don't water yourself down. Be the king and be the queen that you are. Better yourself so that you can be that strong queen and that strong king, but in God. Never let anybody, never let somebody, never let nobody steal your joy, steal your peace, or steal your energy. You are in control of it. And if you need some help, some guidance, God is the one that you need to go to. It's okay to go to others. But before you go to them, take it to God first. And then go to them, because sometimes, that's just how God works. You take it to Him in prayer, and then you can speak about it to somebody else. And while you're speaking it to them, God will reveal your answer. It could be that same day, the next day, weeks from now. But the point of this Motivation Monday is to keep trusting God. Don't give up. As always, you know what? I'm proud of you. I love you. You keep going. You are doing an amazing job in life. You are working on you. You are working on your spirit, feeding your spirit. When our spirit man is happy, my name is Deborah. Okay? When I feed Deborah, it makes me happy. It puts me in a better mood. It puts me in a better headspace. So I dare you on this week to feed your inner spirit man or your inner spirit woman. And watch how it changes your vibe, your energy, your mood for that day. And I dare you to keep trusting God. Okay. That's that. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Like I said in the beginning, if you have not, subscribe, like, and leave me a comment in the comment section down below. You guys be blessed, be beautiful, be peaceful, keep your positive energy on this week, and I will see you all later. As always, I love you. Be blessed. Peace. See you later. Y'all better keep smiling. Keep smiling. Keep smiling. Keep trusting God.